Welcome back to my channel. Hi, I'm Tanealia. In today's video, we're going to be doing a full face of trying makeup from ShopMissA. There's some new products here. There's some older products here. This video is going to be mainly focused on the newer products that they launched, and everything I believe is from the Aeygo Studio brand. I don't believe I have anything here that's not. Aeygo Studio is ShopMissA's in-house brand, so everything is from that brand. Yeah, because I don't think I have anything that's outside of the brand. We have a lot to try on, so let's go ahead and get started. And we're going to start with primer. I'm going to be using the newly reformulated No Pore Face Primer from Aeygo Studio. This is supposed to be a reformulated version of this one. This one is one of my favorite primers in my entire collection. It gives me a very smooth finish. It is pore filling. It's mattifying. It helps to extend the wear on my makeup. And this is supposed to be a reformulated version of this one. I'm hoping that it works the same. You know, sometimes when brands reformulate products, the new formulation is not as good as the original. It seems to have that same kind of almost silicone, feeling texture to it. Just going to start laying that down all over my face. I'm not exactly sure when this video is going to go up. I'm still in the process of filming my collection videos, and I recently did a vlog that will go up way before you see this video, so I'm not exactly sure when this one's going to go up. It just kind of depends on the schedule and stuff. I picked up 2 shades of their new, this is the Flawless Longwear Liquid Foundation. There's 30 milliliters, so 1 ounce in each product. I have shades T1 and M2. There wasn't like a huge selection as far as the shades are concerned, but these are only $1.88, so I got the 2 that looked closest to me. Let's see how well they match. So this one is T1. That looks pretty decent. This is definitely a little bit more neutral. It might be a little bit deep for my skin, but it's not a terrible match. And this one is M2. M stands for medium, T stands for tan. And the shades are vastly different, as you can see. I think I'm going to combine the 2, because this one looks like it's a little light and this one looks like it's a little deep. I'm going to take my e.l.f. sponge. They do have sponges from Aeygo Studio, but they blend pretty decently, but I find them to be harder to clean. As you guys know, the e.l.f. sponges are my absolute favorite. So I have a little bit of each on the sponge, and I'm just going to start kind of patting it down on the face, and then we're just going to blend. Yeah, the 2 shades blended together are definitely a good match, and it looks good. It's actually blended out pretty well. It's getting a nice amount of coverage. It does look natural on the skin. That's one of the things that I really do like about the Aeygo Studio face products. They're like $1.88, but they always look really natural in the skin. I have used almost every face product as far as like foundations and tinted moisturizers and stuff from the Aeygo Studio brand, and they all look really nice in the skin. Does my skin look flawless? I have to say it is looking pretty flawless. I mean, you can see like my natural skin still coming through, but it looks like skin, and my skin looks better. Moving on to concealer. Once again, I picked up 2 shades, and this is their new cream concealer. I got White and Sand. White is just kind of a yellowy concealer. I got this one as like an under eye brightener, or to kind of help lighten concealers that may be a little bit dark. This one, I don't know, let me see. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely not going to have to use the white brightener shade with it. A couple of days ago, I got an email from ShopMissA saying they just launched a new liquid concealer. I think it's the Flawless Touch. I'm not exactly sure, but the packaging looks like really, really nice. It's currently in my cart right now, but I'm not going to, actually order until I have a fuller order. Kind of wish that it came out at the same time as this. It's the only thing that I don't like about ShopMissA and the way that they do new products. Instead of like launching a bunch of new stuff all at once, they'll launch a new product like each week. And so it makes it difficult to do a, one whole order of brand new products all at once. You have to kind of split them up. I would say this is kind of a medium to full. It does look nice though. It's not cakey under the eyes considering the fact that it is a cream concealer. I'm going to build a little bit more on this eye. Feels really nice. Like it feels really creamy. Sometimes cream concealers can feel kind of heavy and cakey and like can tug a little bit, but this actually feels really nice. And I think that's a pretty decent amount of coverage. It's definitely buildable as well, which I'm liking. Before I set everything down, I am going to give this new bronzer a try. This is the Venetian Romance. There were 5 shades, and the one that I picked up is Canal. So pretty. I haven't actually had a chance to use this on my face yet, so I'm not exactly sure what it's going to look like. Instead of like, I was gonna tap my brush in it, but I think I'm just gonna like pat some dots on. I think that'll make it easier to blend it out. My camera is doing that weird like lighting thing where it likes to go kind of bright sometimes. It's annoying when it does that. And I'm gonna use my Aeygo Studio F13. I love this for blending out like cream contours, cream bronzers. It's a nice shade. And as you can see, it's blending out nicely. It's not sticking to one spot. I'll have to try it later over powder because a lot of times that is how I like to do my cream bronzers, because I do set my face with powder. But oh, that's pretty. That's blending out really well. Do you see that? All right, so far so good. For powder, I picked up one of their perfecting setting powders, or perfect setting powder in translucent. This is not a new formula. This has actually been with their brand for quite a while. I'm a huge fan of the perfect banana powder. I picked up their newer formula. They launched 3 shades of like a reformulated formula. I don't really like those over my face. They're very, very powdery looking and cakey. Under the eyes though, they do look pretty nice. Hold on, there's like, let me get this plastic film off the top. I swear that was like super glued on. Like I was saying, I don't really like the new formulated one. This is my first time trying the translucent. I thought that they had completely discontinued the original formula and you were only able to get the newer one, but thankfully the banana and the clear, or the banana and the translucent rather, and the original formula is still available. So I'm taking my sponge and I'm going to dip into the powder. This one is definitely a lot more finely milled than that newer one is. I'm just going to start pressing. Oh, that's nice. See, that is the finish that I like. That soft, blurred finish. Oh yeah, that's pretty. That is really nice. Do you see that? It looks like white on my hand, but it's completely translucent on the face. I'm going to take just a little bit and see how well it works underneath the eyes. Okay, it's nice. It doesn't look cakey or powdery or anything. Looks kind of blurred. It's a similar finish to the new formula under my eyes, except the newer one's a little bit more brightening because it does have a little bit of tint to it. This one is looking absolutely beautiful. I'm loving the way my complexion overall is looking right now. I'm going to fill in my brows using my Aeygo Studio. This is the Slim Brow in dark brown. I'm going to do this off camera, and then we will come back and move on to, what are we going to move on to? Blush, and then highlighter. I have 3 shades of their new Venetian Romance blushes. Guys, I love this packaging. The bronzer is the same way. It's nice glass packaging and it feels weighted. Like, this does not feel like I only paid $1.88 for each of these. You can buy them all in a bundle. There are 6 shades all together, but the other 3 shades I knew I wouldn't really ever use, so there was no point in buying a bundle of product in 3 shades I know that I will never actually touch, so I just got these 3. We have Cake. I'm going to be doing a blush swatching video that will go up for short form content like my Reels YouTube shorts. That one is Cake. It's kind of a red tone. This one is Vanity. This one is a brighter pink. Just look at that. And then this one is Tea Party. This is one that we're actually going to be using today. It's like a warmer tone. So pretty. I'm going to do exactly like I did with the bronzer and just put like a couple of dots on my face and then blend it out using my brush. So I'm just going to go in. Oh my God, you see that pigment? And just put in a couple of dots. I'm going to use this angled blush brush. This came out of a little set that I got from Walmart quite a while ago. Ooh. Blending out, but sets down pretty quickly. I'm also like blending this over powder too, so you know that could make a difference. It is pretty. I'm going to take my finger though, I think, and just kind of see if I can blend it out a little bit better. Sometimes cream products just blend better with a fingertip, and like I said, I'm also blending this over powder, and that can make a difference in how the product blends out. It's funny though, because it looks like it's more of an orange tone in the jar, but on the face it's more pink. Like you can see the oranginess in it, but it definitely looks more pink. I'll tell you one thing, it is definitely set and it's not going to be moving. Let's see if I can mesh it more into the skin using my sponge. It is a pretty shade though. That is gorgeous. For highlighter, I'm just going to use my Aeygo Studio Glow Baby Liquid Highlighter, and this is Golden Rose. It's a very pretty formula. I currently have this one in my Project Empties. For eyeshadow, I'm going to use a combination of the Aeygo Studio. This is from Yumi's Delight and Aeygo, I'm probably saying that completely wrong, and then the multi-color baked eyeshadow blush highlighter palette and Fly With Me. These are like all shimmer palettes that you can use for like blush, you can use it for highlighter, you can use it for eyeshadow. I'm going to use the mattes from this palette and take a couple of the shades from this. These are not new, they've both been out for a few months. As far as the brand new products, I've pretty much used them also. The rest of these products, they have been around for a while. So we're just going to go ahead and just throw together a quick look since this is not my first time using these products. I'm going to take this shade here and just fluff that all over the lid. These shadows are just so soft and blendable. And both of these palettes are only $1, I believe. I didn't put on any eyeshadow primer today. So this is going on like my blank eyes with no product. I'm going to take this shade and lay that on the outer corner just to kind of add a little bit of dimension. I love how quickly these shadows blend too. For only $1 or so, Aeygo Studio has some of the most beautiful eyeshadow formulas. From the Fly With Me palette, I'm going to take this green right here and just kind of lay that on the lid. It's just going to kind of be my all over lid shimmer. Do you see how pretty that is? It's only $1. For the inner corner highlight, we're going to go into this shade. I think I'm going to leave it there. For the rest of the look, I'm just going to go off camera and finish off. So I'm going to use my Artista liner from Aeygo Studio. You guys have seen me use this a million times. I'm going to throw on my 3D Faux Mink lashes. These are the Sadie from Aeygo Studio. I love this style. And for my lips, I'm going to use a combination of the Aeygo Studio Wonder Lip Pencil and Famous, and then the Wonder Matte Lipstick, Liquid Lipstick in Siren. Just a quick side note, I did go on ahead and try one of my Udens eyeliners. This is the second one that I've tried. This one is white, and I have to say I don't really like it. Currently, my favorite white liner is from ColourPop, the one in Exit, and I was hoping this one would be similar, but this one is actually very tuggy. It's kind of dry. It definitely doesn't have that smooth cream feel that the one from ColourPop had, so I'm a little disappointed. But yeah, I did want to just kind of go ahead and mention that. Now, as far as the new products that I tried today, so far I'm liking the primer. I wish I could do like a full wear test on all of the face products that I did try today, but I know that I'm just not going to have time. I'll kind of update you guys later and let you know how everything wore throughout the day. But so far, the new formula primer, it feels just like the old one. It went on just like the old one. The finish is very similar to it, so happy about that so far. The Flawless Longwear foundations, this is nice too. Just overall, I'm really liking how my complexion is looking. I think everything looks really natural. You can still see like a little bit of my skin coming through, but the skin tone overall is very even. It's very smooth. I really do like the finish that this foundation gave me in combination with the translucent setting powder, the Perfect Translucent. Because these are so inexpensive, like I said, they're $1.88 each. You can get like multiple shades and just kind of blend them to kind of get your, your perfect skin tone. That's usually what I end up doing. But so far, I'm really liking just the way my complexion is looking. The concealer is more of like a medium buildable. Like you can still see a little bit of the darkness coming through, but what I will say about the concealer is it looks very natural. It's very smooth. I'm not getting like a bunch of creasing under the eyes. Like I can take a little bit of like my regular under eye corrector just in this area and put this on the top, and I think it would be beautiful. And it was very, very creamy. Sometimes when, with stick formulas, they can be a little bit thicker, a little bit hard to blend out. This was so smooth and buttery. Loving it so far. The last things that I tried out that were new in this try-on were the Venetian Romance blush and bronzer. The bronzer blended out beautifully. I blended that over my foundation under powder. I mean, it looks so pretty and so just very natural on the skin. The cream blush, I did have to work a little bit harder, but I blended that over powder. That can make a difference. The next time that I try this, I'm going to try blending it over my foundation and then like setting it with the powder on top and kind of see how that works. It might blend out better. Different formulas, sometimes apply better in different ways. It's with all makeup. But that is going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please be sure to give the video a thumbs up. It really does help with the channel. If you're new to the channel and you're not already subscribed, I would love it if you consider joining my little family and hitting subscribe. We are still doing our 2,000 subscriber giveaway. I think I have like 120 subscribers left to get there. Make sure you have the notification bell turned on so you don't miss a thing. And you can also follow me on my other socials. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Be safe, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one.